Hi there, Gemini. How are you guys doing? Really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Anisa, from the Inner Stereo. This is going to be your love messages as a general reading, so the rules might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this really resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for the extended reading with me, okay? Okay, let's do this, Gemini. So in this reading, it's going to be a you versus them format. We're going to be looking at your overall energy, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I'm also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? Your energy is very interesting, because you have the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Cups together. I usually only pull one card for the overall energy, but two cards decided to show up. So we're going to keep it like that. But it's wow, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Lovers here, which is your card, which is like a true mutable type of energy, I think you are in this energy where 1 minute you feel that you are your own self and you feel very, very content and also fulfilled. But there are times where you're still dealing with the Nine of Swords. You're still dealing with something here that keeps you up at night, like a lot of kind of like damaging thoughts here. Now, what is challenging? You have the Page of Pentacles. I feel that you could be dealing with an Earth sign here towards Virgo, Capricorn. But I feel that this has a lot to do with you being at a crossroad, about really not knowing where you want to go, and also having a little bit of an inability to assess things from top to bottom to know if this is something that is worth my investment or not, okay? We're going to clarify in a moment. In the past, you have the Six of Cups and also the Eight of Pentacles from this person. From your side, you have the World and you also have the Empress. I feel like there was like a lot of divine intervention happening for you, particularly in the past, in the present, and also in the future. But I feel that in the past, it has a lot to do with you feeling. So there is somebody here who feels very, very connected to you. They feel very, very happy in pursuing a connection with you. And I feel that in the past, this person was putting in like a lot of hard work, effort, consistency, and persistency. And at some point, it made you feel beautiful about yourself. This person, when things were great between you and them, they have the ability to kind of like lift off your anxiety by a lot and kind of like makes you feel beautiful. It makes you feel seen. It makes you feel valued. You know what I mean? Now, in the present moment, however, you have the Moon and you also have the Four of Pentacles. I feel that there's like a lot of questions here that needs to be answered. I feel that there's like a lot of truth that you feel has not come to light. And I feel that because of the Moon here, it drives you into being much more careful in approaching this connection because you feel that, okay, I kind of like want to be a bit closed off with this person. I'm not sure if I should trust this person with something that I have. It could be your secrets or even your investment or your energy here. Now, in the present moment from this person's side, there is a Three of Cups and also the High Priestess. I think I understand why you feel a certain type of ways because the energy kind of like dimmed down a little bit. In the past, there were the Six of Cups where things seems to be sweet. Seems to be very, I don't know, like, you know how it is when you feel love bombed or, okay, this could be a love bombing situation or something like when things are sweet, when you're still infatuated with a person, when you're still in a honeymoon phase with a person, it feels sweet, you know what I mean? And they're still putting in like a lot of work because there is no vulnerability that is required here and etc. Now, with the Three of Cups, it kind of like dimmed in a way that they do like your companionship. They do like the friendship aspect of the connection. However, pushing further with the High Priestess here, I feel that this person now is kind of like taking a step back and trying to assess and also observe the situations, whether this is something that they want or not. And they kind of like is very, very observant of like, what is it that you're going to do about it? Now, in the future, from this person's side, they have the Justice and also the Three of Pentacles. From your side, you have the Hangman and you also have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel that in the past you were love bombed. Because for some reason, and we're going to clarify this in a moment, but for some reason, this person is, like in the past, they were head over heel. They were like, ooh, you know what I mean? But now they're much more in a process of like, okay, wait, I need to wait. I need to calm down here. Is this really something that I want? Especially in the future. They are very much balanced in a way that they give to you with the Three of Pentacles. But I feel that you with the Hanged Man and also the Five of Pentacles, you feel that, okay, why is this changing? Why is it no longer how it is or how it was in the past? Like, I want you to love me or give me, in Indonesia we call it like cinta membabi buta, meaning that it's like a blind type of love that you gave me in the past, but I just don't feel it right now nor in the future. So yeah, let's clarify your reading here, Gemini. I want to clarify the Three of Cups and also the Moon from your side and them. Six of Swords, Justice, and the Judgment. Okay, let's see from your side with the Moon. Four of Pentacles, King of Swords, Page of Swords. Ooh. Okay. You feel the need to be logical about this whole situation, and and somehow you just couldn't trust this person that much. And this person, I don't know, it just feels like someone who just like boop, 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 and then after that they run back. It's like, okay, I think I did too much. It's not that they regret it. It's more about the fact that they stopped themselves and like, you know what I mean? And I feel that they just tried to move to calmer water. They are not wanting to have any sorts of argument or conflict with you here. They're trying to be as balanced as they could with their approach. They're trying to turn on a new leaf with their connection with you. But you with the King of Swords and also the Page of Swords though, so airy, so air sign. It's not that you're detached. I think you are. This person activated your trust issue. There's something about this person that alerted your bullshit meter. Okay, let's clarify the High Priestess. Ace of Cups, the Temperance, and also the Four of Cups. Let's see from your side with the Four of Pentacles. Chariot, Seven of Pentacles, and also the King of Pentacles. Yeah, there is a heavy earth energy here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or an air energy. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, you could be dealing with them, but or a Cancer, but I really want to know, and I'm gonna dig deeper and be excited about this because I really want to know what is it that makes this person wants to close off emotionally to you. Because there are feelings here with Ace of Cups. There is a brand new beginning that they want. You like interacting with you when things are great, you know, kind of like gives them a little bit of a warm feeling, gives them a little bit of a sense of good feeling about themselves. But it's like they are purposefully depriving themselves of that. Interesting. Let's see. Four of Pentacles from your side, clarified by the Chariot, the Seven of Pentacles, and also the King of Pentacles. It's like whenever you get excited to this person and be like, you know what, I want to open up, I want to be sweet, I want to be like that. It is reciprocated in a way, but then it's like, zong, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain this feeling to you, but that's what I'm getting. You know what I mean? It's like, like, you know what I mean? Or maybe like you plan something with them and they kind of like reciprocate the enthusiasm, but then they don't take actions, like something like that. You know what I mean? It's like you're excited and then they're like reciprocating and then yeah. You're waiting for them to step up to be the King of Pentacles. You're waiting for them to man up or take actions on what is it that they said they wanted to do. You're waiting for them to be the King of Pentacles. You're waiting for them to be consistent, persistent, to always be there, to be reliable, to be dependable. Like you're waiting on them to do that. And while you wait, it increases the sense of trust issues that you have here with them. Okay, let's see the future. Let's clarify the Justice and the Hangman. Okay, let's clarify the Hangman. I think you want something more from them. You want like a commitment. You want, again, like I said, with the King of Pentacles, right? Which is something that this person is fearing. Gemini. So the Justice is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Hierophant, and also the Empress. This person, you could be dealing with somebody here who is non-committal, or someone who is having a little bit of a trouble or problem in backing up their words. Now, you know, you're an air sign, right? Like you're a Gemini. My Venus is in Aquarius, and we have this weakness or soft spot with words of affirmation because that's one of my love language. So when someone would say to me that they love me and then no, you know what I mean? That is my weak spot. I tend to believe that. Now I have learned to see someone's actions rather than their words. And I think you should too. Because even me, a total stranger is on the internet who's reading tarot for you. I could say that, oh my God, Gemini, I love you so much. You know, I could mention your name and I could make a video, a personal video telling you that I love you so much. You're the greatest person on the planet and yada, yada, yada. But if my actions doesn't back it up, does it mean anything? Right? So I feel that you're wanting them to step up. But the question should be, do they want to? Or is it something that they're afraid to? Because I feel that with the Empress is a good card in a way that it multiplies everything that it's given. And I feel that this person wants to give to this connection, but they would like to have some sort of freedom in when they give it, how they give it, and etc. And sometimes, you know, they could be making some sort of like a big promises or a big compensation or big show of love. But when you ask them to remember that time you said that, why is it not the truth right now? Like they have a little bit of a difficulties and God. Now, the Hanged Man clarified by the Eight of Cups, the Death, and also the Two of Pentacles. You know, this connection is no longer fulfilling for you emotionally. There is nothing in here that is going to be making you happy, and you know that you should walk away. However, I feel that with the Two of Pentacles, you're kind of like still waiting. It's either you wait for them to step up, or you wait them to be in the same energy that they presented themselves in the past. Okay, let's clarify the future. Like we've already clarified the future. Now I want to clarify the Three of Pentacles on the Five of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Three of Pentacles here. The Two of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the Hermit. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Ten of Swords, the World, and also the Five of Wands. You know, there is this really good quote that I just read like a few days or a few weeks ago, and it says like, when the disrespect and betrayal was so loud in the end, memories hold no more values. And I found some truth in that, and I feel that that's something that you are going to find, because I feel that you're holding on to a rope to a point where you're hurting your own hand. This person, their idea of Three of Pentacles is the Two of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and also the Hermit. They're still very much undecided about whether this is something that they want to give to you or not. While at the same time with the Two of Wands, they are distracting themselves while they decide whether this is something that they want to do or not. So, and I feel that you, Gemini, you guys are going to be pretty intuitive, and your BS meter is going to get an upgrade here to a point where you can sense energy. You can always sense someone who is all in 100% with you, or they're not. And I feel that you would have that knack, you would have that ability in the future. Because I see this person heavily thinking about whether I should give the Ace of Pentacles towards Gemini. While they do so, they're also exploring other options, or just basically distracting themselves with anything else other than this connection. Now, in the future, the Five of Pentacles clarify about the Ten of Swords, the World, and also the Five of Wands. You will have had it. And I think at the bottom of the deck, when I saw the Five of Swords, Five of Swords, the Star, and also, so you have the Ten of Swords, Five of Swords. Okay, you know what? Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, Ten of Swords, Five of Swords, the Star, and also the Lovers. What you don't see coming in the next upcoming weeks here, Gemini, is that you are going to be rising up. You are no longer going to be tolerating any sorts of confusion, any sorts of lies, any sorts of bullshit. You're going to accept the truth as it is, and you're going to completely cut this person off out of your energy, and you're going to find your healings, and you're going to go back to yourself. Beautiful. Beautiful energy. Okay, so now let's pull some advice card for you here, Gemini. You know what? I'm still curious about, like, why is it that this person is suddenly, you know, like, stopping in their tracks? We'll do that in extended. But anyway, let's pull some advice card for you. The Temperance, the Nine of Wands, the Sun, I'm also going to be pulling one card from the Oracle here. A new start is coming. Yeah, it is. It is actually. But in order for you to have a new beginning, there needs to be an ending into a certain situation. You can't really control what is it that someone is going to do. What you can control is yourself and how much are you willing to tolerate a certain type of things. Now, in your advice here, Gemini, I feel that going into a rabbit hole of wanting to find whether or not this person can be trusted or not, because again, you have trust issues there. There's something here that you're trying to find. And again, this is one of the weaknesses of air signs, and my Venus in air signs included, is that when someone messes with our head and starts to be like a puzzle, we have this tendency to want to solve the puzzle, not knowing and not completely forgetting that that is to our own detriment. Like, this could be a situation that I could just detach and not care about and not think about, but yet here I am trying to solve the puzzle, trying to, you know what I mean? And this is the universe way of saying, like, why you're trying to solve a puzzle here. Why? Why aren't you just focusing on your own happiness? Why aren't you just creating your own Four of Wands to yourself? Everything that you want this person to give to you, you give it to yourself. Okay? Especially in Leo season, there's like a lot of opportunities for you to be creating your own Sun and Four of Wands. But you gotta focus on different things. You gotta focus or look at it in a different way. You can see things, or you can see life, or you can focus on the negative that you have in your life, or you could focus on the positive things that you have in your life. That is totally up to you. Okay? So, Gemini, I think this is it for my reading for you. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you guys been looking for, and I'll see you on the extended. Okay? Bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.